Anyways. So, for the first card, we're doing Spike Rose, and we have Super Heavy Chariot?
Super Heavy Chariot Tiger Centurion.
Roman-ish.
Axe skill. Once per turn, Canvas 1. Choose any number of your rear guards with the charge ability, and they become charging until end of turn. Choose up to 5 of your rear guards other than the units chosen with this effect, and they get plus 2k until end of turn. Alright, so to be honest, I think the plus 2k is not that relevant.
It could be relevant. It could be.
Nyanrock?
It could be. It could be a 9k.
The thing is, this card's bonus seems a little minimal, but it's very versatile. Because like, if you have units you commit,
there's two ways you can use it. You can give a unit charging.
Yeah.
That's great. Or you can not give a unit charging and just do like power everything.
That's the thing. It's very splashable. You can use it in a charging deck or a non-charging deck or a mix of both.
Basically, it's a kind of a Soul Saver-esque thing.
Yeah.
Soul Saver-esque, somewhat.
That's like if you commit a lot.
Well, it also fixes like problems when you have units on the field that are not charging.
That's true, but at the same time, it's the type of card that encourages rush plays in a sense.
Well, I guess it is a stride that they need as a first one besides Miracle Ace. I mean, Flash Bruce and Dampier Lily aren't gonna hit all the time.
Yeah, they always be G1 and I hate them so much.
Oh.
They should take it.
Not our fault because Flash Bruce is so annoying.
Oh.
They should take it.
Tiger Centurion is definitely a stride that is welcome in that clan. Well, especially for the Rising Nova build. Charge! God, that charge is so strong at times.
23.
Quite
23.
My brother need to attack patrol.
Come on.
No. This works great if you superior core the what do you call it?
What?
Heave Whiz. It hits 19 base and it becomes 21.
Mommy!
He's telling the truth.
Mommy!
No, basically, all you have to be when attack you comment.
Excellent Chelia!
Yeah, you can.
Iori.
It's an ask.
Heave Whiz. What?
No, I mean the stride. It's an ask skill. It's an auto skill. I love it so much.
Yeah, if it was an auto, it was like an on-attack auto skill.
Get out, people! When this unit is placed on guard circle, if you have 3 or less rear guards, this unit gets plus 5k shield until the end of that battle. Okay, so...
Easy enough to activate.
Can I be... So, how often is it that Sparkle has less than that many rear guards?
Quite a lot of times.
Well, if we can get...
wait. Basically...
Well, I'll tell you one thing.
You...
When you don't have a front row, when after we are charging it, we don't have a front row.
That's probably the reasoning.
It's probably better in a Dudley deck.
And
I think.
No, Dudley's cards stay on the field.
No. If after you use Dudley Geronimo. It's very
Even
useful.
then still, but Rising is true. Rising Nova mostly commits a charging front row.
Well, it's also not bad in, what do you call it? In the, what do you call it?
There's a lot of cards, what do you call it?
Break Ride.
Ah, yes.
Don't forget, theoretically, you could...
Bad and Dragon.
Theoretically, you could intercept first and then guard with this.
Yeah.
So it would still work then. I think it's a decent G guard. It's similar to Touchkaze one.
It's easy enough to use.
Easy enough. Fight bro.
And the art is good.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
More cheer girls.
Yeah.
It's better than Adelaide.
It's the
Yeah, that's better than Adelaide. I hate Adelaide so much. Oh, God.
Especially when you superior core her and give her after a break ride.
Oh, Jesus Christ, no. Quiet. Quiet.
And now we have Rebellious Retainer of Fresh Blood, Frederick.
Allow me to do
Dark
the honors. Choose a card from your hand and put it into your soul. This is the effect, people. Cost. This unit gets 1,000 for each card in your soul until the end of the turn. If the total power increased with this effect during this turn is 10,000 or greater, all of the rear guards in your front row get 5,000 until the end of the turn. And this ability cannot be activated for the rest of that turn. So, note, you can spam this ability until this card's power increases by 10,000 or more. So you can add multiple cards on the first turn.
Yeah, and kill your hand.
Yeah, kill your hand, yeah, but you can get a lot of combos off. Like, look at Amon, for instance. Amon's problem is that once you stride, you can't get his unique and iconic skill of shove something into their soul, retire something on the opponent's field. But if you add that crit trigger inside... Ooh!
Still kills your hand.
This guy in his hand.
Still does kill your hand!
I'll admit that,
Dark Irregular is a
It's
deck
not very
where...
handy, is it?
Oh, yeah.
Dark Irregular is a deck where every unit is necessary to beat your opponent down. Losing hand before you can get that power up just doesn't seem worth it. So that's why I think like this stride is mostly a second stride. When you reach that 9 soul threshold.
That's true. But at the same time, it does help you out with certain things, like putting Dimension Creeper in there. Like
You could get it first go if you do it. If you ever all the
True.
yeah.
all the pieces are lined up.
Or if you want to be a little.
And you can also, if you have Doreen on the back row.
Yeah, true. But let's be honest, the safest bet is always Kiss Killer if you're a Shower deck on the first stride. Until next set, that is.
That new one. That new card.
But Frederick, he's like an interim stride. Like if you're not Guild Uriah level yet, you use Frederick.
Jildra is always going to be the sexy card.
Guild Uriah will always be the monster it is. Frederick is decent, but I would say in a way, just because of how good Guild Uriah is, he's overshadowed. Also, I don't think Frederick's gonna do much on the Bladewing deck because Tibalt is essentially the same thing. And also for a Mon deck, Guild Uriah is easy for them as well.
Actually, for a Bladewing deck, it could come in handy if you combine it with a new Bladewing unit. So like, you put it into the Soul, and then maybe go for the Gamble Restart as a last resort if it ever arises the situation.
That's if you
So
did
you're
not
talking
soul
about
charge
using
it.
this. Use this to soul charge a Bladewing Rage. Bladewing.
Reincarnation Raging.
Yeah.
Yeah, Rage into soul and then use it later.
I guess still feels. The options there. This card definitely makes Dimension Creeper and such more consistent.
Yeah.
But I still think he's overshadowed, which is unfortunate.
It'll come down to how you use it.
I still see him in alright.
I'll try and analyze that further later on.
All right is sometimes not enough.
Well,
When,
there's
when you're
application-
competing with something so monstrous.
But on the bright side, the next card is awesome.
Oh yeah, this card's infamous. False Darkwings. But
Let me do it. God.
Hey,
False Darkwings, Agrat Bat, Malat.
no difference.
There is a big difference. I said it faster.
When this unit is placed on guard circle, Soul Charge 2, and if the number of cards in your soul is 6 or more, this unit gets plus 5k shield until the end of that battle. So basically, I'm just gonna say it's just like the Genesis one.
Yeah,
it
and
helps its client.
It's definitely gonna Bladewing Sullivan deck though. It's very good. Like you get 10,000 for free, and then at the same time you reset your costs.
If
beforehand.
you're a 15 soul.
Yeah.
For a Shower deck, this is also great because now you can basically get your soul of 6 faster, soul of 10 faster, soul of 15 faster in general. So you can fulfill your conditions much easier than before. In general, I can't really say. There's nothing bad about this, unless you fear deck out, I guess.
That's why we have resets.
In a way, actually, there is the argument that if you fear deck out, you shouldn't be playing Dark Irregular.
You shouldn't be playing any deck with fast deck outs.
Really? You think so?
Yeah, Grand Blue, yes. Pale Moon, yes. Genesis, yes. What else is there?
Genesis
Quite a lot.
now.
Well, Genesis has a
Really
reset
hard
now.
Yeah,
Because
but-
they have the Stein trigger, they can
Yeah,
turn the whole.
but look at the perspective of if you don't get that in hand, how are you going to use it?
Then your Soul blasts it and Severe calls it.
If you don't get it into the soul, but you're forced to guard with it, what are you going to do with it?
Soul Charger with the G-Guardian.
Jesus Christ.
All your arguments be rebutted.
no, no,
To
you-
be fair, his arguments only collapse if it's Fenrir.
yes, you have to
Yes.
add if your Vanguard is not
You fan-
Fenrir.
Yeah.
Anyways, I grab. But yeah, whatever. She is good.
Yes.
She is a good G-Guard.
And she is not showing cleavage. Okay, she's not getting my good points. Next card.
Honestly.
Next card.
Yay, Milwaukee.
I'll do it.
Pale Moons. Dreamy XL Millwood. Number 1. I don't think that's even a real word.
Yes, that's not a real word. They meant to say dreamy without the I. Anyways, let me read. It's a G-Break 2 condition card. Once per turn, Soul Blast once. Choose a face down card from your G-Zone. Turn it face up. General Generation Blast. Choose up to 2 cards from your Soul. Call them to separate R. They get plus 4,000 until the turn. And at the end of that turn, put the units called with this effect into your Soul. Choose the same number of your units as the number of face-up cards named Dreamy Axel Millward. Again, spelling error. In your G-Zone, and until end of turn, they get on hit on either VG or RG. When this unit's attack hits a Vanguard, choose up to 1 card from your Soul and call it to R with a unit.
Wait, this can give the effect to itself?
Yeah, it's a unit, not a Druid. So,
Good.
yeah.
So essentially what it does is, it gives you 2 free calls for the turn, Magia. It's Magia, right?
Yeah.
Yes, it is. It's Magia. So it's 2 free temporary Mirage calls. Give them power. And then for each face-up card there, you can choose up to 3 units or more, for each copy, and then give them the on-hit.
Well, actually, if it works on the Vanguard as well, that's actually a lot more pressure than I thought.
Yeah.
It essentially turns them into Midnight Bunnies.
Yeah, that's the good thing about it. And, like, it's a great card with Mephisto as well. Because, like, it flips its own self.
Yeah, that's right. Mephisto can just flip it. That's pretty dumb.
Yeah, so it's a really great partner card for Mephisto. Plays as well later on.
It empties out your soul technically, but
Yeah, but at the same, but this is actually one of the more better cards for early. Oh god, it's GB2. I forgot about that. Ugh.
Still,
Yeah.
you would generally use this as
it's an
GB2
alternate,
anyway.
It's an alternate option for sure.
Yeah,
Though.
it's definitely a good card. It's only restricted by
Oh,
the
I
GB.
But
think-
the problem here, if your soul is bad, you don't want to replace the unit that you have on the field.
You can move it backwards or not call it, and then just
Or you can
use
just not
this.
use the effect. You just get the power up.
Yes,
Mm.
that's why.
It is a mass magia unit in a sense.
The greatest edge about this card would probably be the fact that it doesn't cost any counterblast.
But that said, is this a card that Harry needs?
Harry can use it.
No, but does Harry need it?
Yes and no.
Like,
Well, Harry's already got a lot of utility
no,
to
the
play
thing
with.
is like Harry can produce a full field pretty easily. these
Yeah,
days.
but at the
That's
cost of
what I said,
counterblast.
there's so
At the cost of counterblast. Let's say look we decide to play Harry's G unit on the next turn, right? But you need to conserve counterblast. This card's the answer.
Yeah, but the problem with that argument is that Mephisto is often the first strike now because of that it transitions into Harry so easily next turn, which means transitioning Harry is not that hard anymore. It's the timing for this card is really odd.
But if you're in a situation where they haven't committed much and you want to be able to disrupt the field while on the attack at the same time, this card would be a better choice.
I will say one thing about this stride. This is definitely a stride that helps Pale Moon across the board better than a lot of the ones they've gotten recently. Let's be honest here. Mephisto only helps Magia, really. Harry is best with Magia, but Harry was the most general, to be honest. Lunatic only really helped Magia as well, in my opinion.
It's just an icing on the cake for Harry's. Really good for other decks that aren't Harry's.
Which, to be honest, I think all of us have some of us have forgotten how to play.
Not me.
Play what?
Pale Moon is...
Non-Harry decks in Pillman, he means. We play it.
We play non-Harry decks.
I guess it's just... I do believe Pale Moon's strides up to this point have been very skewed towards the G deck.
Which hasn't. Okay.
Well, especially Pale Moon. I mean, at least I could use a Goblet in Roll Paladin in any deck. The G guard, I admit is one of the best, I think, as well, though. Chainsaw Megatrick Furnival. Is that really a name? Furnival, really?
Yes, Venable. It's a name.
Furniture.
No, I'm joking.
When this unit is placed on guard circle, look at 3 cards from the top of your deck. Search for one among them, put it into your soul, and put the rest on the bottom of your deck in any order. That's also fun. If the card put into your soul with this effect is grade 1 or greater, this unit gets 5k until the end of that battle. So heaven forbid if all 3 cards are grade 0.
Which won't be happening considering the fact you soul charge a lot.
You hope it doesn't happen.
Yeah, you hope.
It will happen eventually.
Eventually!
We all know
Well,
there
like
was one
it's
time.
someone who play some deck and he opened the top 3. Oh, all 3 heals.
Gee.
Someone.
Yeah, no. But overall,
Happens to all of us.
overall, I
from
think
time
this
to
is a
time.
good G Guardian because
Especially me.
That happens
honestly-
to me a lot when I do top decks.
honestly, Soul Charge G Guardian's got the best out of it. This G Guardian gives you that Silphone-esque Soul Charge, which is very helpful for decks, any Pale Moon deck really. It's a great guard.
Sexy too. Wait.
Wait, it said you may choose.
It's a
of-
guy?
Moving on, I think we can all conclude it's an amazing card actually. Not much to say, setup is great. This guy's dreams are crushed now.
Next card. Next
Here,
card.
Chronicles GR, we have Interdimensional Dragon, Warp Drive Dragon. Basically, big bazooka guy.
I like it.
I find the artwork funny, man. Okay, so I play Gear
Like all
Chronicle.
the artwork for gear.
So, it's a time loop unit. Act, Vanguard, once per turn. Counterblast 1, Soul Blast 1. Choose a face down card from your G zone, and you may turn it face up. That's not part of the cost. Must be emphasized, I guess. Choose up to the same number of your rear guards as the number of face-up cards named Interdimensional Dragon Warp Drive Dragon in your G zone. Time leap them, and then choose one of your opponent's rear guards with grades less than or equal to the number of cards time leaped with this effect, and send them to the bottom of the deck.
It's a good card.
So really, you just return 1 card back.
Highly good card. Like, I would recommend this for disruption and time leaping at the same time, and if you're playing Chrono Fang in the future, it's a
Is
good
it
card.
really that great? I mean, the time loop is not during the battle. The time loop is during the main phase.
Yeah, but
You know what this card feels like to me? It feels like they put the Fate Rider Glimmer Breath combo in one card.
that's what it is. It's a hybridized card.
But that's the question. Is it better than the Fate Rider Glimmer Breath combo? Remember, Fate Rider gave power as well.
Fate Rider can't give power on the first turn.
Can this? This can't either.
But time leap combos go off.
That's the only thing. This card is only good when you factor in time leap combos. You need those time leap cards. I will say this card definitely makes Etana and such more favorable now. But I still think it's a weird card as a GR. Plus, they have Metallica Phoenix, so you can flip it up with Metallica Phoenix, which is pretty good.
I was thinking outside of Chrono Jet builds. Like, for Chrono Fang, you want an instant
Well,
TV too.
that's in the future soon. But for Chrono Jet right now, Metallica Phoenix and then this guy, it's similar to Chrono's Command Revolution combo. The thing is, like, would I rather go Revolution or would I rather go Warp Drive? I think I still lean towards Revolution, just because of the, emergency factor.
It's matched up dependent, I guess. Mirage decks will love Chrono's
There's
Command.
one big
focus.
thing.
But I have to make that decision, and Warp Drive, I think is okay.
Isn't Chrono's Command technically for Chrono Jet only?
No.
Or the new Revolution?
No.
Revolution is all across the board.
Okay.
So, Warp Drive, for Chrono Jet right now, there are benefits in it because you can get, it's like Feyre, you get the unit you need.
Yes.
It's like a massive Clock Fencer,
Yes.
which is not bad. I think Clock Fencer and Time Break are underrated units because they do get you the cards you need at times.
Why does Clock Fencer sound wrong to me for some reason? I don't know why.
Yeah, sure.
Because your mind...
Anyways, but
Your mind's telling you
the
otherwise.
Warp Drive is decent. Now, the other thing about Warp Drive now is that thanks to the release of Chrono Fang Tiger and his GB2 being pretty damn amazing, Warp Drive's applications go up because Warp Drive is the only G-Unit that Chrono Fang can use that will instantly activate his GB2, which he needs ASAP. So in that case, I guess Warp Drive is a must in Chrono Fang, as a just in case.
Yeah.
I assume so, yeah. It would allow easy strides.
But the question is Warp Drive that powerful itself? I still really have to wonder about that. I mean, you can do stand trigger shenanigans, you can do Etana shenanigans, but past that point... Well, he technically binds the card, so he might...
Whoa!
He might work with Naya.
Woo! Sorry about that, folks. We had a little trouble back here. Ooh. Still having trouble. Not anymore.
Cut it for now. What happens?
So, back on the Warp Drive.
Technical difficulties. In conclusion, we all felt that Warp Drive was pretty decent.
Decent. Not too bad, but not too good either.
I'm really unsure. Aside from being Gear Chronicle, that being GR is a weird one.
The fact you need more copies of it.
And the fact that it's a main character card, which is always a factor for higher rarity.
Anyways, we have the most expensive G Guardian, which is Uluru. Why is she so expensive?
Because she's fucking amazing.
Is she?
She can return a Cray and normal unit.
Sure she can. Anyways, let's read it.
And you can return the heal your shit girl.
Don't forget the card art.
Oh, the art is fucking amazing.
And when you tap it, you shove on deck. Basically, it's
When this unit is placed on guard circle, choose up to one normal unit and trigger it from your drop zone. Put them on the bottom of your deck in any order. If a total of 2 cards were put, this unit gets plus 5k until the end of that battle.
It's
helpful.
It's very helpful.
That's why it's in demand. I get that much.
Getting that 5k is
Doesn't it just return the heal trigger you toss?
Yes.
Yeah, you can do that because you pay the cost.
Dumb thing.
And then when you time it, you shove for the game, so you can read the heal again.
It's a highly versatile card.
Yay.
Oh my god, I had that.
This is a very versatile card. By the way, Gear Chronicle's getting another G Guard next set.
What's it do?
We don't know.
Yeah.
But for now, it seems like Uluru... Do we really need to comment on this card? Man? It's pretty damn good.
It's
Say that in those random situations where you ran out of certain grades, you could technically put those grades back and still time them into them. It's versatile, definitely.
it helps with combination plays as well. So if you're missing pieces due to the fact they went to the drop, you can shove them back into the deck and continue timing the combos again and again and again.
Certainly good for the long game, I'd say.
When Wusky is bad with the long game.
Sure.
You just finish everyone with another Dragon next Monday.
Okay,
Dragon
next
Nectar,
up is the Zoo Nation. All green, people.
Money.
All green. St. Patrick's Day loving.
Yes, the evil guy.
Wildfire, mutant deity Struggle Dipper, aka the other stride drawn by Lack. That guy really draws too many Megacolony strides.
Maybe he's a fan, or he mains a clan. Who knows?
And he also is the guy who drew Asha.
Oh.
Anyways, axe skill. Once per turn. Counterblast 1 and choose a face-down card from your G-Zone and turn it face up. So if you want your instant dark faces, you got it right there. Choose up to 3 of your units, and until end of turn, they get plus 1k for each of your opponent's units in rest. So it's not giving an ability, it's just giving a straight up power boost right there. Essentially, it is Soul Saver.
Yeah, but actually, it's not like these basic power abilities are all generally useful.
Also, note that it says units.
Do you know that it does say any unit, so the Vanguard can be used as well?
So
as
6k
catalyzer?
plus possible.
Yeah.
This card is actually going to be pretty good against those guys who commit too much. If you commit a full fail against it, well, Megacolony will just strike back at you harder than ever.
It's not just about the faster generation break activation. It's also good for the fact, say you're versing a certain matchup where they're good at having cards in hand, and they manage to guard against your Stag Beetle. Was it Stag Beetle? No, not Stag Beetle. Stun Beetle. Yes. They managed to guard against your Stun Beetle 3 times, and you have that one copy which will be totally utterly wasted. You could just flip that copy with this guy. So
True. That's
he
a
acts as a great failsafe for that.
That's a late game maneuver, but at the same time, you would also consider using Power Speed in those situations before. True. Still, power up is substantial in this case. I would say that Megacolony was not known for being a very power-oriented deck. So giving him
What
this...
about Giraffa?
Giraffe is a different story. And you all know what holds Giraffe back is the fact that there's not enough Giraffes.
Yes.
We need more. Give us more, Pushy.
But Struggle Dipper is definitely gonna give Megacolony that edge when it comes to power.
Aye.
Actually, now I think about it, Megacolony has a lot of power decks when we think about it. Machine Guns hit numbers in certain situations.
But the power focus is a bit skewed, mostly on the Vanguard.
They are known.
Really? The rear guys can hit numbers.
Yeah, but not that much.
It varies. Anyways, all that aside, we also have the Megacolony G-Guardian. Dream Mutant Deity Scarabgus. Not drawn by Lack.
Ooh, thank God.
Order skill. When this unit is placed on guard circle, if the number of your opponent's units in rest is 2 or more, this unit gets plus 5k until end of that battle. Too easy!
Too easy. Like,
Too easy!
the fact it's not a con skill but an order skill makes it even more easy.
Way too easy. Let's be honest here, like... The only time where this will not work is if your opponent doesn't boost.
No. Because, like, the first attack, whatever attack they have, like, eventually they're going to attack the Vanguard, right?
Yeah.
So if the Vanguard is boosted by an attack and does...
Yeah, but no, the only thing that will get around this G-Guard is if they attack first and that unit was not boosted. Which in that case means that unit was so weak anyways that...
Unless they're playing Asha decks.
Always Asha! She always ruins everything.
What? She's hot.
Nah. But, Scarabgus is a very good G-Guard actually. It's very easy to pull off. When will it fail?
It's,
Rarely.
It's essentially the second most easy to pull off G-Guardian here.
And a good Patriot!
That too.
What's with these easy to fulfill G-Guardian hints?
Okay, next one.
The
The
last GR of the set. We have Nectar's Flower Princess of Perpetual Summer Verano. I would hate to be in that summer.
Why, too hot?
Perpetual.
Perpetual? Oh! Moving on.
Her skill, Order, Soul Blast 1, and choose a face down card from your G-Zone face and turn it face up. And choose a card from your hand and drop zone and return them to your deck. Oh, I forgot about this. I forgot about that. So she's kind of like Pia. It's kind of cool. Anyways, when this unit is placed on Vanguard, you may pay the cost. If you do, choose up to 2 cards from your hand and call them to separate rearguard circles. That's good!
That's very good. Asha would love that.
Choose the same number of your rearguards as the number of face-up cards named Flower Princess of Perpetual Summer Verano in your G-Zone. Search your deck for up to 1 card with the same card name as each of those units. Call them to separate rearguard circles, shuffle your deck, and that unit, and the units called from your deck with this skill get boost.
So it turns everything into a green bean.
So basically, the mount she picks is based on the mount she's face up.
Yeah.
So she could pick potential free of anything.
What, doesn't it say specific copy? Just anything?
No, it's like basically, let me read that again. Choose the same number of your rearguards as a number. Yeah, I could technically pick like three rearguards with different names, and I could clone all of them.
Oh god.
That's gonna happen. So
If that... God.
for a Nectar card, actually, she offers more than just cloning. She offers a lot. She offers cloning multiple units. Primavera-esque.
I'd say this is probably the best GR of the set.
Definitely more versatile than it seems.
Yeah.
Recycle is good. Having the ability to boost is good. Being able to call from hand with fire, giving Asha an edge is good. It's a good first stride. It's a good late stride. It's a good stride in a lot of situations.
It's a high all-purpose card. It's highly good.
No complaints really. It's also got an efficient cost.
Wait. Who the hell designed this thing? Like, what's his name? Lack.
Lack strikes again. But no complaints about this card actually. It's very versatile.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess you could say it lacks power or anything, but let's be honest here. Asha decks compensate with their own rearguards for that.
Yeah, and in any other deck, it still does
Frickin'
offer
blue.
a lot of stuff.
Frickin' blue.
Let's not talk about blue. I've had horrors with that deck.
I have no complaints. This card is very versatile. And I've been going on about how Primavera is like the most versatile card for a long time. Like, this G-Side is definitely going to become very... just answer a lot of scenarios where it doesn't work.
Aye.
Still prone to control though.
Well, that's news for you. Next card.
Can't win them all, I guess. Sacred Tree Dragon. Rain Breath Dragon. When this unit is placed on guard circle, choose up to one card from your hand, call to rear guard until end of turn. That unit gets can't resist. If you call the card, this unit gets +5k until end of that battle. Okay, so when you first look at this card, it's great. Because you basically can set up for your Asha plays, and you get resist, which is kind of nice.
Aye.
Problem, what if it feels full?
Well, it's new Nectars. They might want some extra normal units in the drop zone for further combination play.
I guess you can theoretically intercept and then use this.
Yeah.
But, I don't think it's as great as people make it out to be all the time. I mean, you do lose a card from hand as well, think about it.
What if it was a card that you wanted on the field?
That's the difference. Like, that's where this card becomes great. It's a setup card.
I would say it's the type of card that helps in countering against...
But objectively, as a defensive card, is it great as a defensive card?
Debatable. Debatable.
It's not It's not as consistent, but definitely it's a good support. I guess you could... Actually, can you bloom on your opponent's turn?
Yeah, if you get the requirements of.
Really? You can bloom on your opponent's turn?
Yeah, Bloom doesn't have a specific turn restriction.
Oh god.
All the mechanics are like that. What are you saying?
Oh god, blooming on your opponent's turn. That could be annoying. Could be, but probably isn't. And we move on to, in my opinion, I'm gonna be honest here, my most dreaded clan, the clan I hate fighting the most.
It's New Nectar?
It's not Nectar. Nectar, I have no issue to fight
It's
Nectar.
great nature, of course. No, it's Cray Elemental.
Well, if he hates the clan, I'll just deal with it.
I don't hate Grey Nature. I just fear them like no other.
What? You're scared of a little animal bitch slapping
Wait
you
a
in the
minute.
face. Alright. Omniscience Dragon, Runefurs. That's kinda Norse?
It is Norse.
Yes, okay. Anyways, Soul Blast for the cost. At the end of the battle, does this unit attack the Vanguard? You may pay the cost. If you do, choose one of your rearguards. It gets 4,000 for free until end of turn. Then, again, you may have that unit gain another 4,000. If you do, at the end of that turn, retire that unit. If the power of the unit chosen with this effect is 20,000 or greater, draw a card. Let's just say this
Okay. This pretty much replaces Wisdom Teledragon. I'm just gonna say it outright. Wisdom Teledragon pretty much lost his job.
What did he do again?
He was
Wisdom
on
Teledragon
hit.
On hit.
does-
Give 4,000 and then if that card attack hits, then
I
draw a
guess that
card.
explains why I never knew the name anymore.
Okay, so Wisdom Teledragon pretty much, well, not completely replaced, but this is definitely his competition now. This gives 8,000 power and may only retire one, and you still get to draw if it's 2,000. That's pretty easy.
Do note here, people, you give 4,000 for free, just for once. And if you want to go a little further over the top, you can give it another 4,000 to retire it for an extra skill later on.
Actually, did Phoenix just meet its match for first stride?
Yes.
I could just stack this all on one rear guard, still get a draw, and oh my god, Phoenix got competition!
Yes, you just noticed.
Oh my god, I already hate versus Phoenix enough already.
Oh yeah. The
And
only
you know, like if the other column is Dragon Tiger, yeah.
Oh, never talk about Crayon Tiger. Crayon Tiger is a forbidden word at this point.
forbidden words.
Ugh.
You just can't put crayon and tiger
And you
together.
strike the top with big belly.
How
you
about
get another
crayon?
Poke.
Full stop tiger.
No, how about tiger? Then
Oh my
crayon.
god, it's cold.
Hey, someone get some crayons and draw a tiger on it.
So with Big Belly, if you cycle on one column and theoretically Big Belly's skill, you could technically get even more draw power.
In a sense, it's a budget calf balug. Like you don't need to run chat nor, and you can still use this.
I don't think
Well,
it's, I don't think it's a
difference
budget try.
This thing doesn't counterblast.
Yeah, that's
It's
the
not a
great
budget Cafaloo. It's an alternate Cafaloo.
Yeah.
alternate. It's more splashable too.
It's very easy to use off as first stride as well. 8,000 power, stack that, 20,000 at end, draw a card. It requires setup, of course. But every Great Nature stride has setup in mind.
Well, I think Great Nature units at this point have an easy time getting at least 20,000 power.
That's the difference, but setup is still a thing. I do not look forward to fighting Great Nature ever, in general. I always say, man,
Coming from the guy who plays the most control clans out of all of us here.
it's still a pain. Control clans are fragile. They can't take hits. Great Nature is like OTT and Nerve put together.
Yeah, they can't draw as much as OTT, but they draw enough. They can't.
No,
No,
they
they
can draw
Draw
more.
a lot.
They draw more.
They outdraw OTT.
They
times
outdraw
two.
OTT and they outpower
Put it this way.
attack.
Put it this way.
Nova.
This
No,
guy
they
here.
don't- They don't outpower Nova.
Not out attack, our attack.
Yeah.
Okay, put it this way.
No, they don't.
Put it this way. I tested this card out against
They do about the same.
the Great Gabu recently. Okay, using his Great Nature deck. I used this. Crayon Tiger, Big Belly's on strike skill. I drew a hand of 6 at the end of the turn.
What did he do? Draw a hand of 12.
I got Tama. He's got no hand.
Hey, just wait. Hey,
Oh,
I'll tell
you
what
were
thing.
playing Great Nature.
tell you what
Oh.
thing.
And
Just
6
wait.
hand
Imagine
plus
if you
is considered
break-
average.
Imagine if you broke right as well.
Wait.
No, the red red doesn't work.
Oh,
Doesn't
no.
want to strike.
I'm
Yeah.
not trying. Oh,
Because they get the Vanguard, they get the
But
strike.
still, that's what Big Belly and such. But the point is that even when I didn't get all of the combo off, I still got a plus of 6.
Does this include drive checking? It's outside of drive checking. So essentially you got 9 cards in total in hand. Yeah, I'll shut up now.
Here, I'm
Great
like,
Nature draws like no tomorrow.
I'm like TT. 2 turn I had 9, he 1 turn he had 9. So basically, you know how many cards you the
I
rest
told
can
you
draw.
they draw double.
I don't. There's nothing to say about Great Nature. I always question why was this clan not popular in the past.
Big Belly Strike.
Because everybody hates
over
animals?
20 draw.
Oh, pfft, I don't
Real
know.
Tiger,
Actually.
Tiger draw. Oh.
Next card.
Immortality Professor Kundalini. What's that? Kundalini? Yeah, it's Kundalini.
Kandalini. It sounds Indian.
When this unit is placed on guard circle, choose one of your rear guards, and you may have it get, at the end of each turn, retire this unit and countercharge 1 until end of turn. If you do, this unit gets plus 5k until end of that battle.
Okay, first of all, it really is Kundalini.
Okay, for one thing. Does anyone think countercharge 1 is really that helpful for losing a unit?
Yes.
Yes.
Just countercharge 1 to lose a
Yeah,
unit.
that's why I can Dragon Tiger.
But you
Vanguard.
lose a unit.
Doesn't matter, like you right manage show your hand line.
Wait, when this unit is placed on
But
GH,
still, that's to get the 5k as well.
But you can put like in the back row. Like a duck bill, because duck bill only on like
But that said, do you want to lose a unit?
Depends.
Depends.
If I want to feel reset,
You know what I'd love? If this ability was in Spike Brothers.
it's a perfect Megacolony killer. They stun something for draw power. You kill that and get a counter charge.
I don't know, man. There's something weird about this card. I guess in the end, there are situations where you don't want to retire one of your units and countercharge, but I guess it's helpful at times.
But like in the situation like next turn you can finish the
That's the
opponent.
problem. This card's situational.
It's good.
I guess it's a decent G card. I don't know how I feel about it.
It's good enough. Okay, next card. We are beginning Cray Elementals.
Oh yes, Cray Elementals. Everyone
Yeah,
likes
it's
Cray
definitely
Elementals.
Mugen's favorite.
If we're factoring out the most expensive individual cards, I'll say Cray Elementals have the best.
Elements everybody's best. Yeah, right.
Price-wise, I mean.
Why yes.
Price-wise, god damn it.
Yes, everybody's. This card is from all clans and nations. Of course it is. G-Zone. Axe skill. Counterblast 2. Choose a card from your hand and discard. So you don't have to discard a grade 3 or anything like that.
Yep.
If you have a grade 3 Vanguard, the number of face-up cards in your G-Zone is 0. Your opponent's Vanguard is grade 2, and no unit was placed on your opponent's Vanguard during the ride phase of your opponent's previous turn. Strike this card on your Vanguard from face down. Not much else to say about it. Your opponent Greylocks you, Sebreeze for Canvas 2.
Do note,
You
oh,
need-
okay, never mind. You
Yeah.
can only use it once. It's best to, if you're gonna use this, just run one copy.
Yeah.
And
Just run one
yes.
copy.
the most optimal way of playing this is, if you're not versing any players that tend to Great Lock you, then you can use the Generation Blast unit and use this as a cost. So he's both useful and, what's the other word I'm looking for?
Situational.
Yes. No wait, that doesn't fit. Oh god.
What? Fictional?
Quite.
I don't know. Sebreeze for me. I've heard logic in the past. I've heard some logic that because Sebreeze now exists, Great Lock game is pretty much dead even if you don't have Sebreeze in your G zone.
I think the opposite. They'll probably still do it, and just try to put you.
Oh, you have heard about those guys who grade 1 lock these days, right?
Yeah. Everybody's trying to revitalize the
Or the
Secret Rush
people,
deck.
or the people who are like, they ride grade 2, they give you no damage, they grade lock you by riding another grade 2.
What are they, retarded?
What?
It's happening. It's actually happening. It's weird, isn't it?
Look, if you okay, let me ask all of those of you who are probably watching this and not watching this, would you actually do such a retarded move when Bushiroad is producing badass cards of a higher grade? Seriously, would you actually do it?
Well, to be honest, I guess the argument is that everyone's using GB1 and such. I don't know, man. And Grey Lock has proliferated to a point where people really do rely on it a lot.
But-
I can see why though, but there is also controversy that Air Element Sebreeze has killed Grey Lock as well. I mean, it punishes moves that, in a way, people need to make to survive,
What,
which is kind of true.
What, Twitter Run doesn't do that?
Twitter Run was not a G unit,
And it still does. Proc off G.
but Twitter Run was not a G unit, an idea that everyone can get consistently off the bat. Sebreeze is... It's a
Well-
controversial card.
Well, it plays your favorite type of game though. No grade stuck.
And mode
Even
all the
then,
way.
I have to admit, it's a bit too punishing for a Grey Locker.
Mm-hmm.
In a way.
No. It's more like a justified revenge card.
No, but what if if you're not intentionally grade stuck?
Yeah, that's it.
That
It's like,
punishes you so much.
I guess it just shows you Bushiroad's mentality now. Basically, that if you're not grade 3, really, you're not playing the game properly. In a way.
Well, wasn't that your mentality before?
I just said I would not grade lock.
Likewise, I only do it if I had no
But
choice.
I have had those situations where literally your grade stuck and GSSing would kill you
Same here.
as well. There's just you just could not afford to do it.
I think everybody
You
has
wouldn't-
that.
It wouldn't feed your move. That's why a card like Sebreeze now makes even doing that a punishment. It's a controversial card.
No, but if you look at the mindset of nearly every player in the world right now, it's that grade locking is probably one of the best ways to win the game. Like more than even though it's less played now, more than 50% of the community still does that. More than half.
I've been grade lock. I've had a lot of people grade lock me on purpose a lot of times. I've probably come out with 95% victories in those situations.
Same.
Like, sometimes I really wonder why they grade locked me. Really. That's how I felt. A lot of times. I always feel like if you're gonna grade lock me, your Vanguard grade 2 better be amazing.
Or you better not have a Stride Fodder in hand, but a grade 3. Because like, there are three
Well,
reasons.
generally most people grade lock just for one turn, just so they get the first stride.
No, that's one of the reasons. The other two reasons are that you have a grade 3 in hand, but you have no way of paying for the stride optimally. So like, one of the situations I had was I had to pay 3 perfect guards just to stride once. Fortunately, I was at a point where I was winning, so I could actually do that. I afford to do that. But the other point is, you're genuinely grade stuck. What the hell are you gonna do then? So they're always one of the 3 major reasons. Either you're genuinely grade stuck, you can't pay for the stride fodder despite the fact you can ride, or you just want to stride first. I think this card was made mainly for intentional grade locking that was based on wanting to stride first.
Man, Sebreeze really makes it apparent the problems this game has actually.
Well, maybe one thing would be balanced if they had the rule that says if you don't GSS as well, like if they GSS, then this thing, if they GSS and they fail, this card can't activate.
Yeah, if
That-
they made a condition like that, this would actually be more
That's
fair.
still...
Well, it's still better than just like if they fail the GSS, you can just stride.
I bet my ass they're gonna like save that ruling for the next Cray Elemental.
Well,
we have
Or
to
they
add
use a
that in.
right saying this effect cannot be activated if your opponent performed a failed GSS.
That's not an errata, that's adding a complete
Yeah,
new
that's
effect.
how completely new rule.
Anyways, moving on. Let's see. Oh, he's... he proceeds. We have Male Element Screw.
Oh, screw!
Screw, not screw.
I was so screw! Something,
Well.
something.
Oh,
I'll do it since this is one of my favorite cards.
what?
Pardon me, folks. Okay, choose a card from your hand and discard it. When this unit is placed on G, if the number of face-up cards in your G zone is 1 or more, you may pay the cost. If you do, this unit gets 10,000 power until the end of the battle. Wow. So you have to have a face-up card to get the bonus off.
Yes.
Yes.
So this is best used as a G Guardian that was used after your initial strike.
Of course.
Or you use it as a second G Guardian after your first G Guard.
My opinion of Screw is actually not that illuminating. So in my opinion, Screw will only be good under the 2 scenarios where you have a grade 3 to ditch, which essentially gets you, in this case, 10k or 5k more shield, assuming you're going to discard 5k. Or if you're versing a glory deck,
Glory decks.
like
do
Silent
love
Tom, Guild Your Eye, stuff like that. In that case, Screw makes sense. But that's about it. I don't think its applications are as great as it sounds. And the thing is this, they've unveiled more G Guardians that are actually 25k shield base as well. Recently. So
What?
perhaps as time goes by, Screw's use will go down.
But for now,
But do they have drawbacks? If they have that many shielding powers, they
No,
should
it's
have
not
drawbacks.
really. The Dimension Police one really has no drawback at all.
Holy crap.
The Gold Powder one requires that you return a unit back to the deck, sure, but this guy requires you to discard anyways. And then the Dark Regular one just requires 10 soul. I mean, I guess you could say Angel River and Kagura didn't get that, but I don't know, discarding a card for plus 10k shield essentially, coming to other G Guardians.
If you're discarding something useless, then it is good.
There is something.
that's why generally you discard a grade 3 if you can't
It's
guard it.
converting shield value, basically.
Yeah.
It's converting cards for more shield value.
Or setting up for something else faster.
Is it terrible? Nope. It actually is a good card. But
A little slow on the guarding factor, but it is a good card.
I don't really say much else about it, to be honest. It's very plain and simple, honestly. Last one is probably my most hated G Guardian of all time.
What? Bring it. Let's see what it is.
Damn it. Dark Element Dismal. The
Legendary.
eternal enemy of Daikaiser.
Let me try this.
And, well, kind of all cards as well.
Continuous skill first. It has its own resist. That already blocks a lot of guard breaking units.
Daikaiser.
Yes. When this unit is placed on the Vanguard circle, choose one of your rear guards, and until end of turn, that unit cannot be hit. What? Wait, what? Choose one of your rear guards and... Oh, okay, so it prevents battling and stuff. And cannot be chosen by effects of your opponent's cards. So, it's not just Daikaiser card block, it also depreciates some of the cards that encourage multi-battling, like Narukami and such.
God damn it.
Anything with Kaiser in its name, including clans. Anything with Kaiser in its name, all aboard the clans will hate this card.
Just like this guy.
Yes.
Yo, this guy's got a card in his name.
That's
Dragona
why.
Kaiser, man.
Look, this guy.
It was good that I came somewhere with Dragona Kaiser warning before this card hit. But damn it! When this card was revealed.
Outside of the Kaiser factor, everybody will love this card.
Yeah, Vanilla.
Yay! Die Kaiser! Bye bye! Do you know?
Well, that just means they don't attack the rear guard now. They attack the vanguard.
No, they won't be able to hit it. So, for example, if they hit it, right? This will nullify that battle.
Yeah.
I have nothing to say about this card. I absolutely abhor it.
Consider this not just a guard break nullifier, it's also a nullifier for your rear guard.
Yeah.
So it encourages running the new Sentinel units. Essentially, my recommendations, this is from Solstius, this card, I would highly recommend it as a 1 tech. Because of the
Cool,
fact...
yeah.
Yes.
Like you can run four G Guardians. I would forbid running 6.
No, if you just hate a guy that you know in your place,
No,
who
you-
runs like Kaiser,
No, you run one of these.
always run one.
Run just one.
Unless
in
they
case.
give you something better for the future. Yes. And in our case, we will run this just to hate on MugenGlider.
Yes.
This is going to the salesman, damn it.
I should call him Kai.
Yeah.
Selling it, man. I am so selling all my copies. You guys will not get a single one. Snitch it before he sells it.
Anyways, this is Project Dauntless. Signing off. Thanks, guys.
Hey, man. Cray Elemental G, guys. I will destroy you all.
Quite you.
Good luck.